Good morning from the villa, everyone. I slept a little late and I'm probably going to lay back down for a little while longer because I feel the need to rest today. But I'm trying to keep the warm room. It's not super warm in here, but comfortable. So that's a big change. I noticed when I looked outside, look at that. There's a very light snow going on. It's already started. Pretty amazing. I didn't expect to see snow today. I thought I would see some ice, but the temperatures, according to the weather forecast, are going to be down to about 1 or 0 degrees Celsius. So you can see that some of the snow that's been falling is already melting. But actually, as it gets closer to noon, the temperature is supposed to drop. So who knows what it's going to do today. I am back at the hardware store. I've got some weather stripping that I'm going to put between the sliding doors. Most of these I'm going to put between the sliding doors, the fusuma, around the room to try to seal that off because it's still kind of drafty. It's a lot draftier than I thought it would be. And even with the fusuma doors instead of the shoji doors, it did help a lot. But apparently there's still way too much, I don't want to say ventilation, but I thought maybe if I just put all of the fusuma doors all the way around and then left that top piece open with the one shoji door, then it would stay warm, but the ventilation would be good. But actually, it got down to about -1 maybe last night, and it snowed this morning. Some light flurries still going right now, and actually the temperature is supposed to drop for the rest of the day, and it's supposed to get down to like -4. What I realized was, even if I turn both heaters on, and I didn't run the kerosene on high, I put it on like medium high, and ran it for quite a while. I started running it at about 6:30 yesterday, and it ran all the way until like 11 o'clock this morning. So it ran for quite a while on medium-high setting. With that on and with the electric heater adding a little bit, it still felt like not performing as well as it should. So there's still quite a draft. And I also just realized I need to get a haircut. That's what happens when you're not going to the school, I guess. Forget to get a haircut. I'm wearing a hat all the time, especially since it's cold. I can't be spending a lot of money on solutions to make the room warmer. I'm not looking to make the entire house warm. That's kind of impossible right now. I just want to make one room really nice and comfortable so that when I go in there to rest or sleep, I don't have to try very hard to get the room warm or keep it warm. And I can sleep without having to use like 6 or 10 blankets, you know? One of the ideas is to use this weather stripping. I'm going to put between the sliding doors, the fusuma doors, all around the room to seal those cracks in between the doors. And if I have a little left over, I might put some between the sliding windows on the outside of the house, on that back side, to help block some of that cold air coming in. Next is plastic sheeting. If I can find enough at a good price, then I'll hang plastic sheeting all over the windows, all the way around, and actually more plastic sheeting around the room on the outside. That way I can create the best possible seal that I can for that room so that it is nice and warm. If at any time it's too hot or isn't getting enough ventilation, I can always crack open one of the doors if I need to. But my goal right now first is to create a situation where it gets warm really quick and it stays warm very easily without me having to turn the temperature up really high on the heaters. I would like to not have to use both heaters. I just want to use one on a low setting and keep the room warm. That's my goal. So let's see if we can't find that plastic sheeting now. I just stopped at both hardware stores. Juntendo, which is the larger chain store down that way. This is a smaller chain, but they had a couple of things in here that I wanted to get that are really, really good as far as what I need and price. They had something to go on the floor. I'll show you right quick. Okay, there's the stuff that I got from Juntendo, the other hardware store.
And then I got this. This is a big piece of carpet, almost 400 centimeters squared, both directions, length and width. And I'm going to put this over the tatami. This is a stepladder, of course. Stepladder is a bit more expensive here than in the US. It seems that most tools and things like that are more expensive in Japan. But I picked this one up. It's not a fiberglass, unfortunately, but it's the best deal that I could find. And with this, I'll be able to reach up high and do a couple of things that I need to do in order to not only help insulate the room, but also to work on the ceiling and hopefully get this setup going so I can use the irori. And I've got my extra water from Costco in the back. Now you can't see it underneath the, or maybe you can, yeah, you can see it there. Underneath the ladder, I've got, it's about a 180 centimeter, not quite 2 meters length of plastic sheeting. It's typically for painting. You put it down or put it up whenever you're painting. But I'm going to use this to help seal the glass and the room that I sleep in to help keep it warmer. And I also bought some tape to tape it up. So I'm hoping that between the carpet for the floor, the plastic, and the weather stripping that I got in the bag down there, all of these things together will make the room much more toasty and easier to not only warm it up, but keep it warm. This is the main road in Toyosaka. You can see right now, it's up here. You can see a little bit of the sun trying to peek through, but it's become very overcast. And I don't know how well you can see the snow, but it has been snowing consistently since this morning. The first time I got up this morning was maybe around, I don't know, 9 o'clock. And it was snowing then. And it hasn't stopped from then until now. It's not really heavy, but it is steady. And if it continues like this, maybe it will get heavier because it's supposed to drop down to about -4 degrees tonight. And if it gets down to that, it might get heavier. Because of my experience last night in the house and the weather, the way the weather is right now, I decided to make my main focus handling up on the secureness of that one main room, to make sure that it was really warm, just sealed in every possible way that it could be, bottom, sides. There's not much else I can do about the top because, you know, there's a ceiling there, and it would be troublesome to try to get to that area to see if there's some kind of insulation up there. But whatever it is just going to have to suffice. I'm just going to focus on the walls and the floors right now. And I actually have enough plastic and some weather stripping where I can go around and help seal up the cracks in some of the windows too on the outside of the house. So I'm hoping that that will help out. And I picked up some extra tape to help put all that stuff together. So here's the progress. Everything that was in the room before, all of this stuff over here, I moved it into the next room, into the Butsudon room. There's some golf clubs, some artworks, and just, you know, bags and things like that, just various things. I moved all of that out. Right now, the only thing left in here, my Bluetooth amplifier connected to the speakers, the vase right there, my bed with a blanket, the suitcase, and this heater here. Now is get the broom and sweep up the tatami. Then I'm going to move this stuff over just a little bit, take the carpet, which is right there, the big carpet that I bought. I'm going to bring it in here and roll it out. It's big enough to cover the entire room. So I'm going to cover the entire floor with this carpet. After that, I'll put my stuff in place. I'm going to leave those things in the other room. There's no reason to bring them back in here. And arrange this room how I want it with the things that I need. Reclose the fusuma doors. And then use my tape and plastic and weather stripping to seal this up as best I can, including changing this shoji door for another fusuma door. Let's get to it. The carpet is down. The camera lens might be a little foggy from condensation. You can see it's from corner to corner. There's the speaker over there. I've got my string of LED lights. These are very cool lights, cool to the touch, so don't have to worry about them being a fire hazard or anything. And I just lit up the kerosene oven to get it warmer in here. I've redone the fusuma doors. You can see that there are still some cracks, so I'm gonna have to work on that a little more to get it worked out. But I did replace the shoji door with another fusuma to help keep the cold air out. I've got the heater sitting on top of my glass table right now just for the moment because I'm sitting right here to take a rest. I'm going to make some coffee, drink some water, and relax for a few minutes. And then I'm going to try to put up some other ceiling before I call it an evening. Not quite dark outside. It's getting dark around, it's after 5 o'clock. It'll be dark by 6. This is the Butsudan room right up there. Originally, I left it open because I thought I needed the ventilation, but because there are so many cracks, you can see the light through there, right? There are so many cracks where the air is getting in and out. So the hot air is getting out of the room and the cold air is getting in. I need to close that. It's too big. It's letting that hot air come out, and I don't want that. I need to keep that in there. I bought a step ladder because I had no other easy way to get up there, and I need the step ladder for some other things. So I'll go grab that right quick. I need to get a piece of cardboard and tape it over that. I'm not going to cut up my plastic to put over that. I think that the cardboard would be better, so I'll just put the cardboard and tape it in place. This piece is just a little small, but I think with the tape, it'll be fine. It's a little hard to get that wire off, so I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see very well which way I need to turn it. So maybe if I get on the step ladder, I can see it better. We've got this whole ladder covered in plastic. I feel like that's a waste of materials and creates a lot of unnecessary and harmful plastic garbage, you know. It's pretty strong, thick plastic too. Not easy to take off or break into. The stepladder actually seems sturdier than I thought. It was the cheapest one I could find in this size. It's so twisted on there, I'm gonna have to get my pliers and cut it. actually going to cut it at the top. So I didn't even have to cut it. It wasn't wrapped tightly around the nail, so I was able to just take it right off. Okay, this one is not hung the same way, so cut it right here. I'd like to get these translated later on. Maybe my sensei can do that. Cardboard tape. Oh, yeah. I can feel the heat from my heater coming out of here. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely something that needs to be covered up. Absolutely. 2 smaller ones would cover this completely. There's one. Another piece of cardboard in here that I can use. I don't think so. Okay, this one looks like it should fit. Okay. It's a little small, but I think I can cover it with the tape. I can really feel that heat coming out from this hole right here. So this was a wise move to close this. I think this is the main reason why my heat is escaping. So looking forward to sealing this up. I need to be able to run my heaters on the medium, you know, or just one heater. Just one heater would be good. That doesn't look like a very good tape job, but it's on. Now what I'm going to do is get my big plastic roll and run it all the way around. You saw me put it against the windows, but now I'm going to take it directly across and come all the way down to the corner and on the other side. I got this little razor, just cheap little razor blade that I used to cut the screen, and I just used it to cut the plastic. You can't see it, it's right over there in the corner. I'm about to start putting it up. I'm going to tape it in the corner, and then I'm going to go all the way across here, cover these doors completely, and then wrap around and go down the hallway. And that way, this whole side and the other side will be completely sealed with the plastic barrier. I'm not going to seal the back side, which is the interior of the house, or the other side today. There are a couple of reasons why. First of all, the main reason, there's too much stuff in the way. I don't have time to move all that stuff. On that wall on the other side, there's a lot of furniture. So if I do want to put this plastic sheeting up on the rear side of this wall, then I would have to move a lot of stuff. I would have to move a lot of junk, plus then I'd have to move a lot of furniture just to get to that wall. And I'm too tired to be doing that tonight. Actually, I was debating earlier whether to even do this or not, because I didn't do too much today, but just from what I did, I was feeling a little tired. But I thought, you know, I really want to sleep even more comfortably tonight, and I want to use less electricity and less kerosene to keep this room warm. So I thought it's very important that I at least do this before I lie down. And if I can stay busy for a little while longer, then I can get up earlier. I don't want to sleep as late today like I did yesterday. It's getting dark earlier, so I'd rather get up earlier and then have a long part of the day with daylight to do things and get things done. And it should be a little warmer during the day than it is at night anyway. So let's get to it. Oh yeah, my tape is over there. This is not very thick, strong plastic, so you have to be kind of careful. It's not too difficult to tear a hole in it. So if I accidentally tear it or put a hole in it, I just put some tape on it to seal it up. Yeah, pour it a little bit right here. You can see how the plastic is kind of sucking up to the doors right here. And that's because of the warmth inside. It's warmer inside and it's cooler out here. So as soon as I put it up there, it's kind of sucking it to it. The opposite of what was happening when I was putting it up on the outside. Yeah, can you see how it's just pulling it in? It's just sucking it up. I think that's very good. It shows that just how much I was losing, just how much heat I was losing by going out the top, going and being just completely, the cold air just being pulled in, the heat being sent out. I think that it's going to be much warmer tonight than it was last night. Man, you know your knees are not so good when just kneeling and like walking on your knees on tatami, thick, soft tatami, hurts. When that hurts, yeah, your knees aren't so good. Whew. More tape. I just went into the room to get this tape, and it feels so nice in there. I think that as soon as I finish, I'm about to put down just one long strip all the way down the bottom here, and as soon as I finish the back side over there, it's gonna feel so nice to go into the room, heat up some water, have some hot water, and just relax. I think it's gonna feel so much nicer tonight. Okay, back into the hallway. I can't completely cover it all the way down because I need one of these doors to enter and exit the room. So I'm going to go to right here and then cut it so that I can open this one door. And then I'm going to put some more on the other side so that I can get some extra insulation there. And by the way, if you're gonna, if you're like, oh, it's just plastic, it's not insulation. Well, yeah, but it is a helpful barrier to it's a vapor barrier, and it does help to keep the heat in and the cold out. It's not a lot, but it's going to help me, I think, significantly in this situation. But I'm just going to run it down here for these first two doors and then that last door, but I'm going to leave this door uncovered so that I can slide it open and close it whenever I need to come in and out. This is actually the exit that I'll use whenever I need to pee. Because of my kidney situation, normally I have to get up a few times a night. Sometimes it's just twice if I'm lucky. If I'm really, really lucky, maybe once. And sometimes I have to get up like 7 times. It depends. But I have to have access to this door. So. I wrapped the plastic completely around the post and everything so that there's no break in this plastic anywhere. I wanted to create as few gaps as possible. My goal is that from that corner around here, around this corner, all the way down to that door, it's completely sealed. That's my goal. Okay. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here, just a small gap. But I think on the inside, once I go in, maybe I can hang something here. And that way it's very easy to go in and out. I would like to be able to also put up a barrier right over there to block the air coming in down from the other room and from the hallway from the windows. Plus, right here, because the air coming through, you know. But like I said, I use this to go out for to pee. So, maybe I'll figure out a way to put like a makeshift door, something that I can open easily, then close. That way I can get some more insulation. I don't want the air just flowing through here. Okay, that's looking good.